In this tutorial for 411 Fit Coaching Edition for Health Professionals, I will be going over using your meal library and building a meal library. To access your meal library, go to the Library drop-down at the top of the page. Your meal library is a great way to communicate with your client on the meals that they should be eating. You can use it as an education tool and a guiding tool in helping them reach their goals. First, you'll want to build your meal library. Start by clicking on Add a New Meal at the top of the page. Your meal builder will appear. First, you will need to fill out some basics. The meal name. Make sure that this is easy for you to search for and to understand what the meal is. Next, the meal type. Designating the meal type will also help you in your searching. We have all the different meal types that you're tracking in 411 Fit to choose from. Here I'm going to select a breakfast. Now all I need to do is add the foods that I want to eat in this quick breakfast. I will click on Add Food Item and a food search will appear. First you will see the basic food search, the same as in your food library and when looking for foods within the individual 411 Fit site. I will search for the food that I'm looking for and a couple things will happen. First, I will get a history. The last time I searched for something with apple, this is what I chose. Then I will get suggestions. Suggestions are helping me based on my habits to look for the foods that I am looking for. If I do not see what I'm looking for in the suggestions, I will click on the search icon and anything with apple will appear. Remember, the more specific you are with your search, the more specific the search returns. Right now, I want to look for apples raw with skin. Here, all the entries appropriate to that designation will appear. Note the same things that you saw in your food library. First, the star that designates a 411 Fit approved library entry. Next, the information icon. This gives me more detailed information on the food, particularly so I can make sure that it is what I'm looking for. Next, if this is actually what I'm looking for, I can click on Add a Meal to the far right of the food. The next thing that it will ask me is how many servings of this food do I want to add to this meal. Once I've designated that, I will click Add. This food is now added to this meal. The next search option is the Quick Pick. The Quick Pick looks at things that you have added to other meals and allows you to quickly find those foods. It allows for a quicker search. Next, there's the Copy Meal button. Once I've created meals, I may have certain meals that I want to add to other meals. For example, this favorite breakfast may have components that I'd like to add to this meal. If it does, I will simply click on Copy Meal and add these foods to the meal. Note also when adding a food item, if I cannot find the food in my food search, Quick Pick, or Copy Meal, I can always enter my own nutrition label. Remember that 411 Fit has over 500,000 food items for you to choose from. If my meal is now complete, I will click on Save Meal to Library. Now I can see the meal readily available for me to use with my clients. First, notice the icon to the far left. This is the Share Item icon. When I click on this, it allows me to share this with all of my clients or some of my clients. I can share with all by clicking on the top box, or I can designate the clients that I'd like to share it with. Remember that you can determine if you want to send a notification of this, and then you can hit Share. I have now shared my quick breakfast. Note to the far left that I can edit this breakfast at any time. When I click the Edit button, I can change all the parameters of the meal, title, type, and any of the foods that go into the meal. If I want to even change the servings or nutrition facts of any of the items, I will simply click on the Edit button within the line of that item and change any information as necessary. I can also delete any of the foods as needed. Once the changes are made, I will click Save Changes. Finally, remember that you can delete this meal at any time. As you continue to build your meal library, this filter at the top will come in handy. As you're looking for specific meals, you will be able to enter in key search terms to filter through all of your meals to find what you're looking for. This concludes the tutorial for the 411 Fit Meal Library.